Hello. Hi, Carmen. I thought Sandy was here.
Yeah, where is everybody? There's no one on.
I thought Sandy joined too, but maybe she got off. She joined really early, so maybe that's why. Mm, okay. Anyway, thank you for being timely. Um,
I'm here.
how was your day?
Busy. Actually still working.
Oh, I probably will be too when I get off of here. You know how it goes, but yay to be fortunate enough to still be working. I know a few people who aren't. I was at a networking event today, and people were just going in on the government. So yeah, even if I do have to work when I don't want to, at least there's the fact that I can. Uh, welcome, Christina. Hi, me and
Trying
Carmen.
to find. Hi. Let me go back and put my camera on. I'm having some issues. Come on.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Well, good evening for you guys.
Good evening. Yes, I can go to my calendar just to make sure I know how many people we're expecting. I feel like most people said they were going to join. I might just ping people via text because maybe they forgot. Let's see. Today's June 3rd. Can you guys believe we're in June? It is. It is June.
You're on mute, Carmen.
There we go. I was saying time has really flown past. I
Yeah,
can't believe it.
totally agree. It's summertime, are the kids out of school? Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for bearing with me. I'm just going to text the people. Everybody except one person said they were coming. So I know that people might just be delayed or might have forgotten. So let me just text them and welcome, encourage them to join. Feel free to mute your cameras and give me like 2, 3 minutes, if you don't mind, just to make sure I get everybody. All right, I'm going to copy and paste this to the next few people. Um, Christina and Carmen, you guys are on. I'm gonna text Deborah. And I'll even put it in the group chat as an extra measure. And if folks don't join, we will proceed without them. and they can just catch up with the video. Okay, let's see. Got everybody except Charlie. And that's okay. We have an hour. They'll get in where they can. All right, welcome. Welcome, beautiful people. Two of my favorite people, Carmen and Christina. Y'all are taking over with the C's. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you being timely. Again, if people trickle in later, bonus, but if not, we will get all the information disseminated. And they can catch up when they can, and we'll all gather in the group chat and hopefully get even more excited about our upcoming trip. And what is it? I'm looking at my calendar on the wall. We have 2.5 weeks until the cruise. All right. I know this has been a long time coming for some of us and shorter times for others, but I'm glad that we're all going to be experiencing this together. So yay. I thought, welcome Anita. If you're welcome to stay muted for now. This is an interactive information session, so I will ask you to unmute yourself and share throughout the call when you can, and get on camera as a bonus if you are willing to. This specific trip kickoff information session will only be shared amongst the people who are actually going on the trip. So don't worry, your likeness will not be shared in any public domains, just amongst our group. Hopefully you feel comfortable to get on camera, because everybody on this call is going to see you anyway. All right, so just starting off, I like to do icebreakers throughout the call. And so to start off the call, we'll do introductions. Let's get to know each other a bit. And if you find me looking in either direction, I don't have a eye condition. But I am looking at two screens, so just bear with me. So I'm looking at my other screen right now. So we're gonna get to know each other a bit, and on this intro icebreaker, we're gonna share I'll start to lead by example, but we're gonna share and I'll put this in the group chat so everybody knows. We're gonna do our name. Let me get the chat up as well so I can add this to the chat as I'm sharing it. Okay. We're going to do what's your name, where you're calling from, and what you're looking forward to most on the cruise. And then feel free to just go into the question two, because we're a smaller group right now. So if you have you ever been on a cruise? And if your answer is yes, what's one thing that you loved or learned from that experience? Okay, I will start off because I know I put you all on the spot. All right, my name is Lisa. I'm joining from Washington, D.C. I'm most looking forward to connecting with all of you, but also celebrating Carmen's birthday on the cruise. That should be fun. I love a birthday experience. And also, this is my first Virgin experience, so just an adults-only cruise should be fun. I've been on a few cruises before. I have learned that towards the end of a cruise, they serve a lot of potatoes, and so the weight gain is real, guys. So if you are starting your diet today, just know you may end up where you left off. And there's no shade in that. We are going to eat well. We're going to get our monies, all the monies that we paid to go on this trip, worth in food alone. Don't you worry. Virgin has amazing food, but yes, just be mindful of the carbs if you are carb conscious. Because as Christina might attest to, potatoes. Okay. Anyway, who would like to volunteer or be voluntold next? All you, Carmen. Let's see. Can I unmute you?
Okay, there it is. I keep having this issue with my mute. It's driving me crazy. Okay, I forgot what you asked. My name is Carmen. What am I looking forward to on
And where
there?
are you calling from?
Oh, Chesapeake, Virginia. Um,
What are you looking forward to the most on the cruise? Oh, I
well,
see.
this is my first cruise ever in life, and I travel all over the world. You know this, all over the world. So this is my very first cruise because I've always been very particular about it. So no, I've never been on a cruise. I was told that Virgin is a good one to do a first one on. So I'm excited. My birthday is the 21st, so I'm going to turn it up. And I don't know, my turn up is different from everybody else's turn up because I don't drink, but I'm still going to enjoy it. So I'm excited, and I'm definitely looking forward to hanging out with everyone, meeting some people that I already know from all the other trips I've been on, and some those new people who are coming on. So that's it for me.
Thank you. You hit all the points. Thank you, Carmen, birthday girl, cruise birthday girl. And everybody will be celebrated in their own way. But Carmen, her parents created her at this time, so she gets to celebrate her birthday. All right, who would like to go next? Feel free to. I did put it in the group chat. Sandy, I know you just joined, so I'm not sure if you can see that, so I'll re-add it. We're doing our initial round of introductions to get to know each other a little bit better. So you're sharing your name, where you're joining from, what you're most looking forward to on this cruise. Have you ever been on a cruise before? And if yes, what's one thing you loved or learned from that experience?
Has everybody gone? Is your mic?
You can go next, Sandy. And
Oh
no,
no, I thought you were saying it was my turn.
no, I was just introducing you to the prompts, but you are welcome to go. I appreciate that.
Okay. Hello everybody. Sorry I'm late. My name is Sandy. I'm joining from Washington, DC. What am I most looking forward to? Just hanging out with you ladies and just having a good time. Getting away from work and relaxing a bit. Um, I have been on a cruise before. I've been on a Carnival cruise a couple times, which I enjoyed. One thing I loved about the experience, I actually went with a group of um, Black lesbians. We had a group in Florida, and we went. And what I loved about the experience, just being able to connect and a lot of us were different, but we all just kind of hung out in the club and had a good time, and then ate. I mean, it was just the camaraderie being together. And my two sisters went with me, so they got a chance to experience lesbian life, as they say. Yeah, my little sister kept saying, "They're not recruiting me, right?" I said, "No, you're not cute enough to be recruited," but I'm joking. But it was just a nice experience. I loved the shows. And just honestly not being able for people to get in touch with me during that time. So, so I'm looking forward to meeting all of you ladies.
Thank you, Sandy. All right, Anita, Amber, and Christina, who's up next? Feel free
Good evening, everyone. My name is Christina Guillen, and I am calling in from San Jose, Costa Rica, and that's where my family and I live. And I'm really looking forward to cruising on Virgin, and of course, hanging out with my dear friend Lisa and getting to know all of you ladies. I have cruised quite extensively. In fact, it was work for me. It was part of a program that I started from 2008 to 2018. I probably cruised about 3 times a summer, every summer. But I was a chaperone for youth, middle school youth. So it wasn't. So I am so looking forward to a Virgin. I don't think I've ever cruised without a minor. So I am so, whether it be my own children or somebody else's children. So I am so looking forward to just the adulting of it all and I heard Virgin is like real sexy and real, just like the vibe. So I love a good vibe. Like Carmen said, I love a good turn up, with or without alcohol. Just drop a beat. Really, that's really all I require. It don't even have to be like a formal beat, like a beat on you can beat on a chair. You can beat on, you can beat on, you can stomp, stomp your feet. I'm going to dance. So I'm excited about that. And, really excited to spend time and get away from, the news cycle, to be honest. It's just that time to kind of shut off and really pour back into the cup, that is, me, woman, mother, Black woman, all those things. So thank you.
Thank you, Christina. Looking forward to hanging out with you too and continuing our journey 20 years later.
It's my turn. Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you. You turning up already, Anita?
Probably not. I'm sorry. I'm out having dinner, and that's just background noise. So excuse the background noise.
You're fine. What you eating?
Some catfish and sweet potato fries.
You got enough for all of us?
Come on, Nita. Come
Come
on,
on,
Nita.
let's get it. Here you go.
Come on, Anita. Now we ain't all eight, so
I'm
and
sorry.
I'm Southern.
Oh well, you're more than welcome. I totally forgot. Maybe I wasn't aware or didn't realize this was today. So again, apologize for the background. As Lisa mentioned, my name is Anita. I live right outside of DC in Cook County, up in Monroe, Maryland. I have been on a cruise before, Carnival, over 10 years ago, and I vowed then that I would never do a cruise again. It's okay. It's just not my thing. Like I was like, I would just rather go somewhere. But in the recent years, I've heard great things about Virgin. I've also been following Lisa's journey with her travel group. I've known Lisa for I don't know how long now. And I've always wanted to, go on a trip. And I was like, I've heard great things about Virgin. I've always wanted to travel with a lesbian group. So I'm like, why not? Let me just try this out. So we're seeing how this goes. So I'm looking forward to that, traveling with like-minded people. So that is what I am looking most forward to, just connecting with my people. So looking forward to meeting all of you ladies.
Thank you. I think you hit on all the points, except we don't know what's one thing you loved or learned from your cruise experience?
Um, loved or learned. I love, I love that it was one, I guess, just one big group of people, in a world of their own for, limited amount of. I love that. Like this is our group, this is our people. We'll be connecting. No matter if we're here together or not, you still have the opportunity of meeting a whole bunch of people. So even though I'm traveling with you ladies, I still have the opportunity of meeting all kinds of people from all different places. So that is what I did. And I got to worry about no drinking and driving too. So. So yes, just the opportunity of just connecting with new folks and individuals. So I am definitely looking forward to that.
Thank you. All right, go back to your catfish. We won't bother you right now. Thank you. All right, and last but not least, Amber, if you wouldn't mind introducing yourselves, the prompts are in the group chat.
Yes, ma'am. Let me see. Let me flip back to this group chat. Let's see. My name is Amber. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. I've been on 2 cruises before. I've been on a Margaritaville and a Carnival cruise, and I'm actually going back on Carnival in August, taking my mom on one for her birthday. So, well, what else is on these prompts, Lisa?
Bless your heart on that Margaritaville. Or did you actually have I'm sorry, pause, but did you have, because Margaritaville, honey, bless your heart.
Look, hey, look, I ain't gonna lie. She the bottom of the barrel. She the starting point. But when I'm trying to tell you it was a vibe, it was a vibe.
Okay. It's
I
either
actually
gonna work
met
really
friends.
well or you're gonna not make it all the way through. I
I
haven't
mean,
heard any in betweens.
it was it. I literally went like the day after a hurricane. It was a hot mess. But when I'm saying like, right,
You
but
are
I met some cool,
you are
I met some cool
adventurous.
friends there.
So your vibe was y'all all bonded over survival, huh, y'all?
Well, because yeah, we end up standing in line because there was nobody to check the luggage. It was real ghetto when I got on there. But the great part about it, it was my first one, so I had no expectations,
Got
aka low
you.
expectations, because I ain't know. I was like, well,
Right.
this is just what it is. I was like, I don't
Right.
know. But I met cool people and everybody, even though it was like a newer cruise line and they use like I think Carnival's older ships, they really like their entertainment was top tier. And I like the fact how their drink package, everybody need to get on board with this. Like if you don't want to buy drinks for the entire time, they let you buy a band and it's like it was like $100 for like 10 or 12 drink tickets. So you could just use that. So if you ain't a big drinker, but you still want to have some drinks and have a good time, like I like the option that you could just buy the band and do that
Yeah.
instead of have to pay for the entire time, everybody in your room for unlimited drinks. So I did appreciate that option. But they know how to party on a Margaritaville. I'm gonna
Fact.
keep it a buck.
Fact.
Now the
Do you
other
have to
stuff
pay
maybe
for
not.
drinks on the trip? Do y'all have to pay for alcohol on the trip?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You talking about Virgin, Carmen, right?
Birds. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great
But
question,
it
Carmen.
seems like their package is a little better though than like buy the drink. Isn't it like a bar, like a tab kind of? That's what kind of I understood it to be.
Yes, absolutely. And we'll get to that, but I'm happy to preview it. It's so you get a bar tab, or you're paying in advance for a bar tab. I I don't believe you can add something on when we get on, but there's usually benefits to adding it ahead of time. There might be like a perk, like you might get a little extra if you add it ahead of time. So it's like a debit system. So if you pick I believe $200 is the minimum bar tab. It accounts for alcohol and anything not covered under their standard drinks, which their standard drinks are soft drinks, tea, water, coffee. So if you want to get a smoothie with protein powder and or a ginger shot in the morning, that would all be covered under the bar tab. So it's not just alcohol, or if you want to get like a milkshake or something fancy.
Or chai latte. I heard they have really good like lattes and stuff. That's what I joined a little what's the Reddit group. So they were saying that they have really good like latte, like Starbucks style type stuff. And you can
Yeah,
use a tab for that.
yes, all yes. And also your sailor loot you can use for other things on the ship, like at the spa, or if you want to get a tattoo, they have a tattoo shop there.
I saw that. I will be there. Yeah. They won't let you make no appointment until you get there though. I was trying to do
Right,
that in advance. Yeah.
Oh,
right.
that's cool.
I'll send out one more email about Sailor Loot, so just so everybody knows what it covers and it includes if you want to add it ahead of time, and I'll let you know what it would look like if you add it while you're on the ship. But I think there's incentives if you do add it ahead of time. The only thing about adding it ahead of time, if you don't use it, you don't use it. So like if you but I think it's easy enough to use it. And also, you can make a friend on the ship by buying someone else, a latte or a drink. That's a little flirty thing you can send someone across the way. Um, and okay,
Or could we,
Send
Lisa,
me a virgin.
could we possibly team up? Like, for example, let's say Amber only knows she's gonna drink $100. I'm gonna drink $100. Could we share one $200 tab or something? I'm always about like
you
trying to
can,
find a.
but that's up to you to keep track of, Christina.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying.
So, yeah, I mean, you would literally have to both keep up with your drink tallies.
Not mad at that.
But yes, that is something, and we can chat about that in the group chat. Um, real quick, I want to just welcome Janice, who just joined us, and I want to give her the opportunity to introduce yourself. Janice, we just have a few little prompts going on that I'm re-adding to the group chat if you want to take a look. Um, what just as really quick, I'll verbally say it. What's your name, where you're joining from, what you're most looking forward to on this cruise? Have you ever been on a cruise? And if yes, what's one thing you loved or learned from that experience? Janice, I believe, is the only person who's been on a Virgin Voyages cruise before, and she's my co-trip leader. So thank you and welcome. And then after you introduce yourself, Janice, we're going to get into the travel guide so we can go into a little bit more of what we're going to be experiencing on the actual trip.
Okay, hello, good people. I'm Janice, Soul Journey Travel partner now. Apologies for being late. Not sure what happened there, but yeah, I've been on 4 Virgin Voyages cruises and have actually never cruised any other cruise line. So I just know this one's for me. I love the adults only vibe, and I hope y'all will love it. I mean, it's been a great experience every time, so I don't think it's going to be any different. Um, but there's something else that I was supposed to answer there, Lisa.
Where you're joining from
Oh,
and what you're most looking forward to on this cruise, and what's one thing you've loved or learned from a cruise experience?
yeah. All right. Well, I'm from Baltimore, so Bmore, Maryland. And let's see, my favorite thing, honestly, is the amount of activities that they have to do. I mean, Uh, there's literally something going on every day. You can relax or chill. My favorite thing is getting a spot in the hot tub, if I'm being honest, and doing the champagne. So, um, but it's super. The options that they have. Actually, let me take it back because one of my favorite things is the '80s retro fitness class. So if any of y'all think about doing that, that's pretty fun. Um, and also they have the grog walk if you drink. I do believe they have non-alcoholic options on that tour, but it's kind of like a cruise bar crawl, if you will. So that was pretty cool and a great way to meet a lot of other folks too. So yeah, that's all I have with it.
Thank you. That was a great introduction. And thank you for being our virgin expert. Christina, you can just talk. You don't have to raise your hand.
You know the educator in me. I'm sorry, my bad, y'all. Let me lower my hand. My question, Jen, is for the '80s retro fitness class. Is attire theme specific? Because I love a good leg warmer, honey. Don't tempt
Yes,
me. Don't tempt me. Okay, that's good to know.
yes,
Okay, watch
100%.
out,
Yeah,
y'all. Gonna bring out my jazzercise, best of the best.
yes.
Okay, okay.
Bring it. Yes, highly encouraged. Highly encouraged.
Love that.
That's
Thank you.
the last thing I'm looking forward to. I'm not trying to exercise. I do that all freaking week long, weekends. When I go on vacation, I ain't thinking about no exercising. Now, I might want to go for the music because I love that type of music, but trying to exercise and all, I'm trying to relax, enjoy myself, go to other stuff, but
Carmen, didn't you hear me ask about attire? That means I'm trying to look cute, honey. Okay, it ain't about the exercise. It's about like I'm trying to, I'm bulking up in here. Like it's not about actually sweating. It's more like, you know,
I
it's
was
the
about to say
outfit for
right.
the
Carmen is good.
exercise.
Yeah, it's not super
Exactly.
intense.
I might go hard for like a couple of songs that I really love, and then keep it cute.
Y'all my kindred spirits because I'm not trying to sweat. You know,
Right, Sandy. Exactly. No, no real
Mm-mm.
sweating.
no. Cute, yeah. Sweat, no, not doing
This is the right
But in all honesty, I will get up and have to work out though. I don't want. I want to be like Carmen, but as Lisa said, I enjoy the potatoes so much on cruises, and I want to like eat as freely as I want to, and still be able to fit the clothes that I bring. So I got to find some kind of balance.
Love that. This is the right group. This clearly is the right group. Okay. All right. Without further ado, thank you guys. That was a great round of intros. And we'll do more sharing, but really, really quick, without further ado, I'm just gonna get into this into our travel guide. I do send this out so you will get a chance to review it yourself, but I do realize it is a lot of information. It's 20 pages of reading, and I know we're not in school, but I do like to educate. So I overshare. So we're gonna go over some things that are in the travel guide, and then we're gonna stop every now and again and share more about one another as we get to know one another. Okay, again, you will get an email sent to you, but it will also be linked in the group chat and pinned to the top of the group chat, so you can always refer back to this if need be. So these first 2 pages, I mean, they're just pretty. Read them at your will. You already know who you're traveling with. Thank you for trusting the process and signing up with a trip. This Third page is a live table of contents. So if you just want to hop to the weather page, just hover over the weather, and it'll direct you to page 11 so you don't have to scroll there. Okay, destination overview. Feel free to review this at your leisure. Because this is a cruise and a little bit different from a typical Lesbi Friends trip where we have a destination that we're going to and we're staying typically the entire time. There's just a lot of information sharing. And luckily Virgin is good about information sharing. No need to reinvent the wheel. I've shared a little bit on this page, but you can click the facts page to cover things that aren't to refer to things that might not be covered in this travel guide. You are always welcome to ask me questions, but honestly, I might not have the answers. I might be going to this facts page and looking up your questions. So if you just want to avoid a step, you are welcome to proactively peruse this on your own. I mean, you all know why you're coming on this cruise, so thank you. But this is just a little bit of overview of the cruise, the destination, why you guys are coming on a Virgin Voyage cruise. There's so many things that we can talk about. The 20 plus restaurants by Michelin star chefs. Everything's included. Like they don't nickel and dime you like on a flight. You're not paying for your luggage. It's just nice to have all of the costs up front at the beginning so you don't have to budget for that. Carmen, we already know Carmen's going to get an amazing tattoo to commemorate this experience. While we love the kids, we are glad they're not cruising with us. And as Janice referenced, champagne, that is why she goes on this cruise. Champagne in the hot tub. Mel, welcome, or Sugar, I'm not sure what you're going by today, but welcome. We'll do your introduction in a few. And I thought this was really cool, and maybe Janice can touch upon this, but if for those of you who are fancy like Janice and want to order champagne, and everybody needs the app anyway, if you have the Virgin app and you shake it using your phone, you can order champagne anywhere you are on the ship. How freaking cool is that? So I got a couple of other highlights. The sunrise yoga. There's a lot of cool, fun exercise classes that might not feel like exercise. It might just feel like you're getting up and dancing with, like-minded people. And then did you mention, I believe Janice, you mentioned the ship crawl. Oh, no, sorry. Just kidding. This is a scavenger hunt that we are going to encourage everyone to do. Never mind, that's different from what Janice mentioned. So this is a little challenge for everybody who's coming. So we can explore and get to know the ship. So we've highlighted different decks with different rooms for us to get to know. Hopefully we will learn the back of the ins and out of the ship, like the back of our hands. But here's just a little incentive for us to hang out and enjoy the ship while capturing moments and sharing them within the group chat and or in our group album. There might be a prize for those who complete the challenge. Okay, if there are any questions, I'm sorry, I have two screens, so I'm not able to see people are raising their hands. Just feel free to unmute yourself and ask a question in real time, especially if it's related to the page that is being presented. And I'll stop at around page 10 just to pause and do another little check-in with the group. Again, a lot of this information you're going to be reviewing on your own, so this is just an overview. So I might be going a little bit fast, but if you do want me to slow down or highlight anything in particular, I'm happy to. But for some of you who've been on Lesbi Friends adventures before, so some of this might be, common knowledge, or you extensively traveled on your own, so, you might just know this. Everybody got a passport. I know because you sent me the pictures. Thank you. You all look cute, even though we couldn't smile and show our teeth. You do need the Virgin Voyages app. You should all know that because hopefully you have signed up for your embarkation time. So if you don't have it, yet, download it. The link is right here and sign up. They ask for a copy of your passport. Unfortunately, sorry, I can't do that for you. Even though I registered the information, you do have to upload some information to them yourself. Everybody should have their flights. This is not a typical lesbian friends trip. Usually we include transportation when you're flying into like another country, but we are all leaving from the United States, so everybody is responsible to get themselves to the port on their own. For those of us who have not cruised before, I mean, Carmen, we know you were so timely. You were probably going to be the first person there, so you don't have to worry about this. But the cruise will leave you, so don't be late. You will get left in all of the ports. There, Christina and I met 20 years ago on a cruise. We cruised for 4 months together. There were people who got left in countries, and then they had to find their way to the next continent on their own, or I don't know. I'm not even going to make that comment about them being white privileged people who probably their parents probably got them a private jet to make it to the next destination. But anyway, I'm not bitter. I'm just kidding, guys. So yes. Also, I always encourage people to check out the State Department and learn more about the countries that we're visiting. I know this is kind of just like a survey trip. So we're just going to stop in a place for a day, not even 24 hours. But it's just good to know and maybe share these links with loved ones who you might want to inform who you're traveling. And then you can also sign up for the Smart Traveler Enrollment Program, which will give you, updates about each of the individual countries. All of these are live links if they are highlighted, if they are underlined on this page or any page, I believe, on this travel guide. Okay, on to the next page. Everybody knows where we're flying into and hopefully where we are leaving out of. Not everybody is arriving in Miami Airport. I opted for Fort Lauderdale because it was a little bit more cost effective. So everybody might be arriving someplace differently, but we are going to Port Miami, and this is a live link to the port. So you have more information. And then this is a live link to Google Maps. So you can see exactly where you're getting on the cruise ship. You can, I believe, board as early as 12. I don't think any of us got an early boarding. I believe the earliest might be 2 p.m. And again, the ship leaves at 3. Some of us are supposed to board at 2:15. But also, if you get there at 1, they might let you on at 1. So everybody is encouraged to arrive early. Don't be that person who's there at 2:45 or shooting for 2:45, even if that is your embarkation time.
Lisa,
Yes.
you just said it leaves at 2:15. I thought it showed on there it was leaving at 5.
That ship embarkation, as of now, as of the website, says 3 p.m. I'll double check, or that might be the times that we can get on the ship. But I'll double check. But no, I said some of us might be getting our embarkation, how everybody scheduled it to get on the ship might be different. So mine personally is 2:15.
Okay, yeah, mine's is at 2:30. My embarkment is at 2:30.
Maybe it is 5 and they just are telling, I believe the ship embarkation, I'm sorry, I might have misspoke. So getting on the ship stops at 3 p.m. The ship leaves at 5 p.m. So you were right. But they need to cut it off at some point so everybody's on the ship and they can get us ready to head out. And of course, Janice, if you want to interrupt and interject, because you've been on a Virgin cruise and I haven't cruised in several years, so you probably know firsthand how this works.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just according to your time. It may have changed since the last one I was on back in was early last year. But I thought the latest time was like 4 p.m. But like I said, they could have very well changed it. So You can follow up on that if you want, but just follow the time that you selected or have in your app. So, but the good news is if y'all are coming together, say if because I have 215 as well. I believe they'll let you join if you say I'm with this person or they're part of my group. They'll let you all board at that same time. So, if someone does have a later embarkation time. Wait, did y'all hear me okay? Because I haven't.
Yes. Mm-hmm. You're good.
All right.
Yes, and I haven't gotten everybody's embarkation time. So if people, and sorry, Amber, I know you are the most recent to join us, so I don't believe I shared this information with you yet, and I will. But download the app, sign up for an embarkation time, and I'll collect that just for administrative purposes. Of course, it'd be great if we could all get there together. We are seeing each other now, so we know what each other look like, but also I didn't want to hold anybody up from having to, from being able to get on the ship and, get to get settled. So I didn't organize all that. I figured we would organize after once everybody was settled. And Virgin and most cruise ships make it pretty seamless to welcome you on and get you settled.
So does anyone not have a embarkation time right now?
It says I have to upload my passport and everything, and then it'll issue an embarkation time. So I'll do that tonight, get that squared away.
Okay. And who has the latest time, I guess, right now? Because I'm 2:15.
2:45.
Oh, 2:45 right now is the latest for everybody. Okay.
Let me just say this also. On my email, I saw that. I guess because depending on your status, it said I think we're all rock star status. I don't know, but it says if you're a rock star status, you can board as early as 1:15. So just because you're slated to board at a certain time, you can come as early as 1:15. I believe. That's why.
Thank you, Anita. Unfortunately, I don't think anybody here, even though we are personally rock stars, I don't think we paid for rock
Yeah.
stars.
But that's just it. I didn't pay for.
$6,000.
I didn't
I
pay
don't know.
for that. I didn't.
They
To
were
my
trying to
knowledge, I
sell
did not
you.
pay for rock star status. To my knowledge, I didn't mean to if I did.
You're a rock star internally, but none of us here paid 6 or 10
Right.
cents for a cabin. So we are amazing sailors in our own rights, but none of us are rock stars. They were probably trying to upsell you in an email because as you know, Virgin sends a few emails.
No, this
Oh
was my
my goodness.
confirmation email. This was in my confirmation email. I promise you, they weren't trying to. It was just this is your confirmation. This is your itinerary, just so you know. You're scheduled to board at this time, but because of your status, you can board at this time. That's just what I thought. Because I went back and looked at it too.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to say right now that I'm a guest of Anita, so I'm a guest of the rock star.
I want to screenshot it. I'm going to screenshot it and put it in the
I want
group
to see
chat.
that.
I promise you. I'm going to screenshot it.
I don't doubt you, Anita. Just know right here, you see, I did not doubt you. I got, we on.
Oh,
I love it. I love it. Okay. Okay, moving on because I want to keep us on track and we already gonna go over a little bit. You already know everybody should be part of the WhatsApp group chat. And yes, our internet will work. So fortunately the ship provides complimentary Wi-Fi. That is so nice because I don't know how much were we paying per minute, Christina? I know I've sent
It was quite a bit. It was one of our biggest expenses for me on a cruise. Always tends to be Wi-Fi, so that's really amazing, to be honest.
yes.
So to the young lady, Janice, you say you cruise Virgin because I saw an email saying that we can upgrade. Is it worth the upgrade or just stick with the complimentary?
I would stick with the complimentary, but it also depends on how much you intend to, but I've gotten away like with posting on Instagram or whatever, sending messages, no problems, just on complimentary.
Nobody's working on the cruise, hopefully, so you don't need the highest speed uninterrupted. Hopefully, you will
I am
not.
going to keep quiet on that.
Me too, Carmen. If nobody sees me working, did I really work?
Exactly.
As long as you're at the pool working, I support it. I'm not mad at it.
I'm throwing all laptops in the pool, FYI.
I'm not bringing my laptop, but I am bringing my work phone. I have people all over the world that need me. So if they call, I have to be available. So I'm going to have my work phone, but no laptop. So
Hopefully they don't call. Hopefully they don't call.
Right.
5 days. I was just out one day, just one day, Monday. And you just don't know how crazy it became. So yes, 5 days is going to be a lot for them.
Okay. Well, I hope you're getting paid for being on call, Carmen. Real quick, we'll do these last two slides, then we'll take a little break. Okay, so currency conversion, not really a big deal because both places that we're stopping in, Dominican Republic and Bahamas, they both take U.S. currency. You are welcome to change your U.S. dollar if you want, or you can just bring U.S. dollars when we're in the countries. And small bills are always recommended for local purchases. And most places accept credit and debit cards. I will say from personal experience, I always like to travel with Visa and MasterCard because not everyone takes American Express. And ship purchases, you don't need currency exchange there because all purchases will be charged to your onboard account. All
Since we're
right.
leaving, sorry, if since we're leaving the United States, it doesn't matter the purchases. We're not going to be charged like in overseas fees unless we get off the boat and buy something.
Yes, on the ship, everything should be USD.
U.S. Okay.
You will get the convert depending on your bank and how you put the purchase through. In Dominican Republic and the Bahamas, it depends on how you get charged. I'm a big advocate of getting a travel credit card or something where you are not charged foreign transaction fees. Please check with your bank, call them. It is worth the 20 minutes you might spend because conversion, like those fees can add up. If it is not a bank, I have one bank business card, and I was like, why did I take this on vacation? I got like $100 in fees. It was ridiculous. So make that call to just make sure that you don't get charged any fees for foreign transaction fees specifically.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is really brief. Usually I go into more detail, but honestly, we're not going to have that much time off the ship at night. So I didn't include that much nightlife outside of the ship. But luckily, Virgin is very queer friendly. They don't tolerate us. They embrace us. They celebrate us. As you might have heard, Virgin is pretty gay in general, and our community is very widely celebrated there. So we'll be in great company. I can't promise that there will be black and brown women. Hopefully we will be in good company. I hear that Virgin, and Janice, you can speak to this maybe a little bit more, does predominantly have gay men who join from our community, but I still think we'll be in great company.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely diverse uh, from all of my experiences. I mean, plenty of everything. So, yeah, will be just fine. But yeah.
Okay, thank you for that. Really quick, Mel, we're gonna start with you because you haven't had, and please feel free to share whatever name you prefer to be called. That's what I know you by. So I just included in the group chat the first two prompts. So feel free to unmute yourself if you can and respond to those. And then I'm going to queue everybody up with our next three prompts. And our next prompt section is we're going to get into the spirit of things on the cruise. So that's the theme of our next three prompts for sharing and getting to know one another a little bit. And we probably will go over maybe like 15, 20 minutes just for those who need to prepare or might have other things going on. If you have to hop off, by all means, feel free. I will email this recap video to everybody in an email so you can watch it at your leisure.
Hi everyone. My name is Melissa. I go by Sugar. On most days, but business wise, I'm Melissa. And what's the question? I'm joining from Baltimore, and I'm just looking forward to cruising with Janice. She said it's always been a good time, so I'm just looking forward to sharing this experience with her and everyone else on the cruise. Um, I have cruised before, not with Virgin, mostly with my family though, so it's different. I feel like, I, I guess be a little bit more free, but my family already knows I'm pretty crazy, so they expect I wouldn't do anything differently. I wouldn't do around my family. And something you've learned from the experience? I'm trying to embrace my rich auntie phase. I just want to lay and lounge at the pool with my champagne, really, in the hammock. That's what I long for in this experience.
Thank you. Great
You're
intro. And I'll let you pause so you can circle back to these next three questions. Would anybody like to get the party started with getting into the spirit things, the cruise vibe?
All right, I guess I'll go. I'll take it, Lisa. Let's see what we got. Ideal cruise drink? Ugh. Um, oh man. My favorite drinks are mojitos, but see, I feel like if I go on the ship and it's not the way I want it, I'm gonna feel some type of way. So I'm feeling maybe like a Bob Marley, a little Miami Vice. I like a nice little fruity mixed drink, frozen, throw an extra shot up in there with rum. I'm happy. Life is good. Um, what's the thing I'm most excited for? Chilling in that hammock on my balcony. I mean, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the stuff, but I've watched too many YouTube videos, and now I'm real excited about this red hammock on the balcony and sipping on some champagne or a little cocktail while I'm just rocking on my balcony enjoying the waves. Like that. That's what I think is gonna be a vibe. Um, and oh man, I don't know. I don't know. I feel I'm gonna bring a book, but it's boring. Okay, I'm gonna keep it one. I'm gonna bring a book. It's not that interesting.
I want to
There's nothing.
piggyback off of that question. Janice, is this hammock big enough for two or just one person?
Oh, you're trying to do some things, friend. That's what I'm talking about. Yes,
Hey, we meeting on Sugar Balcony, okay?
baby.
Now,
Go ahead, friend. Say it for everybody. Ask for everybody. Asking for a friend.
Only one way to find out.
Ah,
Okay.
I think it's one. I think it's one. Yeah. I think,
It
yeah.
depends on how you lay, Sugar.
Exactly. I'm sure. I'm sure it can work out though.
You
Okay.
mean side by side or top? No, I'm just kidding.
It can happen. It can work out. I can tell you that.
Yeah. I'll go
Or
next.
you can make it work, you know? So
I'll go next. My idea cruise drink. As you know, Lisa, I do not drink. Never had a drink, so I guess I'll go with mocktail. Um, let me be honest. Sweet tea. Let me stop trying to act like I'm a grown up. Sweet tea. Um, um, what am I most excited for? Look, I was gonna say because I'm a big bag girl. I was gonna say brunching at sea, but this hammock thing done, opened my eyes to some things. So let's say the hammock. No, but I am excited about the hammock. But just I am a foodie. I'm a total foodie. So that is one thing. And Amber, I know you said it's boring, but I like to read too. So for me, reading is relaxing and fun. And I actually got two books. I'm like, okay, I could lay by the water and just, read uninterrupted. That's fun to me. So yeah, I'm bringing a book.
I love it, friend. I love it. Now, are we going to get to read it? That's going to be something else. But
Listen, you
we
just gotta
bringing it.
have
We got good intentions.
it
We
just in
got
case.
good intentions.
Gotta have it just in case.
Oh, Janice. Look, do they play bingo on Virgin Voyages? I'm just saying.
Yes, okay.
I'm a bingo player too.
Yes.
But I don't know if
Yes.
it's though.
Baby,
Okay.
well then look, then that's my interesting thing. I'm bring my own daubers because they be trying to charge you for the darn daubers when you're on Carnival cruises. So I'm gonna pack my bingo daubers. How about that?
All right. We can't hear you, Kristen.
I was gonna say, Amber, you're gonna be mad when you get there and they have punch cards. You know, the bingo punch cards.
Why you got to ruin my moment? Why you saw how excited I got, and you just
Maybe you
going.
could ask Janice. I just don't want you to waste your one fun thing
I
you
know.
pack.
You know what? When I
Bring your
played, it
book.
was the punch
Amber,
card.
bring
It
your
was the
book.
punch cards, right? The last time I
It
played
was.
bingo on the ship was a punch card. I just want to give a heads up.
Amber, bring your
Wasn't
book.
it like 20 years ago, Christina? Don't stop playing with me.
Amber, bring your book.
First off, you're correct and you're incorrect. Yes, I began cruising over 20 years ago, but I have cruised in the meantime, in between time, ma'am. My last cruise was last May on Royal Caribbean.
Ooh, how was it?
It was wonderful. I've cruised Royal Caribbean, Norwegian. I've cruised Carnival. I've cruised what's the Princess. I've cruised what's the one we talked about earlier? Margaritaville.
I've never even heard of that.
Me either.
Never heard of it.
You got to be about that life. As long as you're flexible, I feel like you can have fun anywhere. To be honest, on any cruise. So I enjoy
And the
Spirit Airlines.
company
So
makes
there you
the
go.
trip. The company can also make the trip.
Agreed.
You're in the right
Agreed.
company, sky's the limit.
Agreed.
I love this discourse. You guys are great dialogue. Let's keep it going. Who's next? What's your ideal cruise drink?
So I'll go next. I would say mine depends on the time of the day, to be honest. I'm at that age where I just can't drink the same all day. You know what I'm saying? So I like to, start off with the bubbly, especially for breakfast. Give me a mimosa, give me a prosecco. As we progress, I keep it fruity around the lunchtime. And then when we go into dinner, I love a good olive martini. A dirty olive, the filthier the better. So it definitely, progresses as the day goes. The What was the next question, Lisa? I
You
don't
know what's
forget.
funny?
Okay,
I'm sorry, Christina. You know what's funny? I have no idea of any of that you just said. What none of that you just said is.
but you know what I love,
Love it.
Sandy? I love it. It's no judgment. I'm gonna let you enjoy your mock cocktail, and I'll take all the alcohol that they didn't put in yours. You can just put in mine. You know what I'm saying? So, like, cause
Thank you,
sometimes,
friend. Thank you
yeah,
for helping me out like that.
absolutely. Then my cocktail prices be high, so I'd be like, just give her a regular cocktail and put her alcohol in mine. Like. But no, what is it? So I am most excited about, like Sandy, I'm a foodie at heart, so I'm excited about this chef's table. I love the process. I love gastronomy in particular. Like, give me some sous vide, give me some, some foam, truffled foam that's been, frozen and dehydrated. And, I love the idea of kind of pushing the limits and something new. And then there have been times where I've had an amazing experience at a restaurant and then like gone out to like, Cookout or In-N-Out Burger because I'm still hungry, and I'm okay with that. Like I love the experience of it all. That's what for me is exciting. I love experiencing new things. And if I had to bring one thing, so to Amber's earlier point of cruising 20 years, in the first 10 years of cruising, hands down, it would be my Listerine bottle full of alcohol. But now that money's different, I can buy my drinks. I definitely enjoy bringing a good book and a Bluetooth speaker. Those are probably the things that equal a lot of fun for me. Because for me, reading is great, but like reading and listening to like a vibe and music, like
Yes.
creating the vibe, whatever I can to
Yes.
create my like relaxation vibe. So that would be mine.
Lisa, it's like you handpicked these folks for like
Y'all picked each other. I love
this is
it.
I'm feeling you like a nice little jazz song or whatever depending on the book.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
yes. You know what? Book club in my room. No.
Yes. Yes, I actually started a book club, so yes, Sandy, we can talk.
Okay, oh,
We just did
absolutely.
we just did Octavia Butler, Parable of the Sower. So if y'all want to, join a book club, I got you.
I'll hit you up.
Thank you. That was a beautiful answer. All right, we got Anita, Janice, Mel, and
And Carmen.
Carmen.
And
I'm sorry, what was it? So you said my drink. So the drink of choice. Hold on, let me turn. Um, I stopped drinking liquor last year, so just champagne, me, maybe some wine. So I'll probably be the one ordering. Um, what I'm looking for most, probably, I think, just vibing out. Definitely water, the blue waters, relaxing, disconnecting. I work 2 jobs a week. So just disconnecting and having my me time. Also, I bartend part time, so if y'all need some help picking out y'all drinks, just holler at me. But yeah, was it another question?
If you could bring only one fun extra thing in your suitcase, what are you packing?
I'm not going to answer that question. I'll refrain from answering that question.
I was waiting.
Y'all go where y'all.
I was waiting. I was waiting to see who was gonna be bold enough to say it. Anita's my kind of
That's
person.
my person. That's that. I'll be that person, but I'm not going to answer that. You can just go wherever he takes you. That's me. That's what I'm taking.
Jamie Wilson Jr. FaceTime video.
Thank you, Anita. Carmen, you next?
Yeah, I'm still laughing at everybody though. I don't drink either, Sandy. So, but I like fancy little drinks. So when I see somebody order something and if it's pretty, I was like, can I get that with no alcohol? So I drink a lot of different drinks and just have them take away the alcohol, especially if it's pretty, because I like pretty drinks. So I'm extremely prissy when I need to be and hard and other times when I need to be. So this will be my prissy trip. So I'm gonna have my prissy, my little two pieces, and I'm gonna be prissy this trip. The Marine in me is not gonna come out. So that's that's what I'm gonna be. So I like different fruity little non-alcoholic drinks. If they pretty and they got fruit on top, if they can throw a little umbrella, I'm good with that. What I'm looking forward to is the experience. As I said, this is my first cruise ever. So I'm really looking forward to, being on here. And the more I'm talking with everyone and hear everyone talking, I'm really looking forward, to meeting everyone because it seems like it's going to be a great group to travel with. And what was the third thing? What would I bring? Oh, I'm a music person. I like all types of music. I like R&B. I like classic rock. I like country music. I love country music. I'm not gonna say like I love country music. So I have a very eclectic taste for music, and so I'm gonna bring my music for sure to listen to because I love to dance. So I'm going to be dancing around. You're going to be wondering what's going on. It's all in my head because I hear music all the time.
Thank you, Carmen. Great answer. All right, Janice, Sugar, y'all are up next.
Yeah, sugar. I go last.
Okay, so I'm gonna stick with champagne all day, every day. And then I'm excited to get off the boat a little bit, um, and experience the beach water. And something extra I'll pack in my suitcase, a big floppy hat, with my sunglasses. Yep.
Great answers. Thank you. I'm probably gonna follow suit, but not with the bubbles all day. But I do like to start with a sparkling white, and I'll probably wind down with a red because alcohol just don't be affecting me the same way. So I'll probably stick to the things with the tannins on the cruise. I am looking forward to all the themes, and we got some themes coming up after this round of icebreakers. So we'll talk about those. But I like a theme. So for those of you who like to dress on theme, I'm looking forward to matching your energy. And if I could only bring one fun thing in my suitcase, um, yeah, I should have thought about this more. I did make these questions. I guess I'm a little bit of a lazy reader, so I am always gonna have an audiobook or several downloaded. So while you guys are scanning your pages, doing your due diligent mind work, I'm gonna be listening and yeah, to whatever this British narrator is saying in my ear.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Ideal cruise drink, definitely champagne. I mean, that's absolutely been my favorite thing. And I discovered a new champagne actually on this cruise. Um, they have a high tea experience, which is pretty awesome if anybody's into that. And the champagne I had with that, I just fell in love. And I said, you know what? I'm just drinking this the rest of this cruise. Like, okay. Because it was also kind of affordable. And I'm like, you know what? And actually, I'm lying because it's over $20 a glass. But hey, when you have the extra sailor loot, okay, and you can, that's with your money, I mean, the bar tab, I had a lot of bar tabs. So I was just trying to get rid of it. But yeah, getting the champagne was so good. Anyway, okay, sorry, because I love the champagne. I can't wait to have some. If it's not champagne, it's going to be a Negroni or a Boulevardier. So yeah. Anyway, and they're actually, I'm gonna share something with you on the chat too, because I found out they're doing something for Pride. And mocktails are included in it. But if you go to different bars, you collect cards if you order a special drink for Pride. And you get all 6 cards, you get invited to some special party or something like that. So, but I'll put that in the chat, y'all check it out. But I think that's pretty cool. And they're doing it for Pride. And what else? What were we saying? The most thing I'm excited for is hopefully some beautiful, gorgeous waters. That is like I feel like I lose parts of my soul every day that I'm not near or in front of a beach. So, and it's been entirely too long. So I am craving, I feel like I just need the ocean water to become alive again. That's what I need. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And of course, a champagne. But then one fun thing, yeah, music, speaker. Got to bring the speaker. And then the other thing that we're going to keep to our adult selves. But yeah, all right.
For that hammock. For that hammock. That's fun.
Yeah.
Y'all have fun. I'm not mad at you. Okay, you guys are great. And this isn't even a full group. There's a couple people missing. This is a great group though. Everybody has great energy. Thank you in advance for showing up as your true authentic selves. Okay, back to the travel guide again. We're gonna go through it somewhat quickly. And you have plenty of time to refer back to it. So we have this nice little weather page that gives you an overview of the weather to expect at the times that we will be traveling. On the right hand side, for on the left hand side where the words are, it does suggest that to bring layers. The cruise ship itself can get chilly, as some of us know, being on the water. So, pack something light to throw on. In the evenings. For the right hand side, these are real time weather widgets. So these are only going to be like the current weather for the upcoming week. So this isn't what you're going to expect when we're there. It's similar, but just make sure to you know that when you check the week that we're leaving, that will be on point. This is just giving you that preview so you don't have to look it up. All right, now let's get into our overview of the itinerary. As I've mentioned to some of you, it's a little bit hard to parse out the itinerary on a cruise because specifically on Virgin, you can't book anything besides meals until you get on the ship. So, but we do know that certain excursions and activities, parties, shows happen on the ship, and these are the ones that we think might pique people's interest the most. Everything is optional. You do not have to do anything. This is your own experience, but these are most likely the things that I will be showing up for. And then closer to the cruise, maybe like a week before, I'll be sending you a detailed itinerary. Again, we can't book shows in advance. You literally have to wait until we get on the cruise ship to do that. Correct me if I'm wrong, Janice. The only thing that can be booked in advance is meals. So that's the only thing I have confirmed, the group meals that we're having together. And as you know from the email I sent out, even those got sold out or got booked very quickly. But this is an overview of what you can expect. And by all means, when you have the Virgin app, you can see day by day. But this will kind of give you a good sense to what to plan to pack. If you don't want to, parse through everything the ship has to offer because it is a lot. So day one, we board, we get on, we get settled, and we meet everybody. A suggested theme, not mandatory, but nautical, but nice. So I'm gonna show up in my white and striped navy, get a little cruise festive with y'all. Day two, this is a full day at sea. So day one, we leave, right? We leave the pier. Day two, after we get on and get settled. Day two, we're going to be at sea the entire day. So we can really get into what the ship has to offer. I'm going to probably start my day off with a morning workout because I probably wouldn't have consumed that much alcohol by then. So I would still wake up and make it in the morning. I don't know if it's going to be yoga. It might be the Zumba or the themed 90s, 80s sweat session that Christina is excited to dress up for. Then we're going to experience some amazing dining mixed in with some shows. In the evening, in particular on day two, there's a dual reality acrobatic show, which might be something the group wants to check out together. But again, we cannot book it until we get on the ship. A suggested theme for day two is retro rewind. So think 90s, 2000 throwbacks. And I think that a few of us like a theme, so we might just try our hand at this. Day three, we're in the Dominican Republic. So we'll dock in Puerto Plata. And this is where we can choose our adventure. And we'll get to this in a bit. But I know that there's been some chat about things that we can do, excursions we can do when we get to when we get off the ship. We'll wait to the next couple pages to talk about that. But some ideas for adventures are zip lining, a cultural tour or a rum tasting. Then we get back on the ship. Don't be late because you will get left. We cannot hold up the ship for you. You will have to meet us at the next stop, which is not going to be cheap. And then we will enjoy dinner. And then this is where we have the Scarlet Night party, the red themed, where everybody wears red. So if you don't have a red outfit, start, I live in Marshalls and TJ Maxx fine. So, make your way to the stores and find something cute that's in red to wear. Day four, we're back at sea for the entire day, enjoying the ship, all of the delicious food, the drinks, whether they be mocktails or cocktails. Maybe you want to try your hand at a dance class, or maybe you want to have a half a spa day. Again, it is suggested to book these things in advance because they might fill up. And I know Janice has personal experience with the cruise. I don't know if you've had experience with the spa, but the fanciest friend I have, she told me the spa is amazing. And they're also reasonable. So I'm gonna get a spa treatment just because she is the fanciest person I know, and she has vouched for their spa services on Virgin. So that's something people can enjoy. I'm sure day four, Carmen might get her tattoo, and then we can close out dinner with the circus disco takeover. So a suggested theme is glow up, neon metallics, glow in the dark. But again, feel free to be your authentic self if that is not in your closet or just not in your spirit. Wear whatever you want. Day five, we are We are getting off of the cruise ship and we are spending the day at Bimini Beach. And this is in the Bahamas. So just a little note about this. Um, you can definitely go and do your own thing in the Bahamas and have an excursion or explore. Both doing that in the DR or the Bahamas is an option. In particular, the in the Bahamas, Virgin does have a beach club that, being a Virgin cruise sailor, we have access to enter the beach club. That it also includes like chairs, first come, first serve. However, food and cocktails and cabanas, which people can rent, come at an additional cost. So if you just kind of just want to get off the ship and just chill out, this would be a good option without having to, do an adventure or, be on a van or explore. This is more like a chill beach day if you just want to take that. A suggested theme is Island Goddess theme. Um, you can wear all white or bright tropical prints, and definitely bring your swimwear. Then, unfortunately, all trips do have to come to an end, but we won't think about that too much. But day 6 is our farewell day. We do have an early disembarkation at 7:30 a.m. But just for those of us who haven't booked our flights home yet, suggested travel time is late morning to early afternoon, or however long you want to be in Florida. So that is the overview of the itinerary. Again, we'll share a more detailed itinerary with you a little bit closer to the trip, but you have an idea of what this trip might encompass as far as themes and things to do. Okay, this you can read on your own. Everybody is responsible for getting themselves, again, to and from the ship. And then when we're in the different countries, it's very easy to get around with taxis. However, if you book a excursion through Virgin or another third party like Viator or Get Your Guide, which would be my recommendations, then typically those do include transportation from the pier. You would just have to pay attention to those instructions. But again, you can refer to this page at your leisure. There are so many. I mean, like my mouth was salivating reading these suggested menus and all of these live links on this page, the must try spots. Again, there are 20 different eateries on the ship, but these are the places they suggest the most. We have a few reservations at a couple of them. Unfortunately, some of them sold out quickly, but I do know that they allow walk-in, so we just might not be able to like eat all 11 of us at the same time. We could just still experience it on our own. And I know we don't need to eat every meal together. You just might wake up and want to get your own meal yourself. So, but these on the bottom are the most coveted places. But again, feel free to peruse all of the eateries, which are linked at the top, and you can also explore that on the app. When we're in country, these are a couple of the most popular dishes that are suggested to try, and just so you get an expectation on the cost of meals, I've included that here under average meal cost, street snacks, and sit-down meals, what to expect, and a little bit of a tip on tipping, if you will. As well as water and safety. It is suggested only to drink bottled water when off ship. Okay, here's some things you can review on your own. A little bit about, again, we are not going to be immersed completely in the culture, but I did want to give some background. So again, you know what to expect, but you can feel free to read a little bit more about traditions, religion, and language. And if you know any Spanish, now would be the time to practice while you're in these countries. While we're in the Dominican Republic. Okay, I mentioned a few slides ago that we're going to talk about excursions and things to do. So, I've had a conversation or two with Janice, who has traveled with Virgin. And I've looked at the Virgin excursions, and I know some of you have too. And they're great offerings. Virgin is supposed to be responsible, and like, have a good value and make sure they have partnerships with local people. And I want to believe all that, but their prices are a bit more expensive than what you might pay if you use a service like Get Your Guide or Viator for a similar tour. So these are the tours, excursions that Virgin offers, but we can also find ones that people might want to do in another platform that are similar offerings that Virgin has. I know they're in the group chat. I did put out a survey, and this is a great free flowing group. I love that you guys will just go with the flow, and not everybody might not have a preference. And some people might not want to book an excursion, which is completely fine. Again, this is your individual trip. You don't have to pay an extra $100 or $200 to do anything when you get to the Dominican Republic. You might just want to get out and see what I know. Me and Christina, we went to Tanzania 20 years ago, and our classmates, fellow sailors on the ship were paying like thousands of dollars to go on a safari. We got off the ship and we paid 300 for the same experience. I'm not saying that's going to happen to you, but I'm just saying you could get a deal too. By all means, if you feel comfortable booking ahead, you're welcome to. But now, and also in the group chat, is the opportunity to have discussions about excursions, because I didn't feel comfortable making that universal decision based on people's responses, because everybody was super flowy with what they wanted or could do. So I didn't pick an excursion for us to do as a group. But if people have strong opinions or even ideas, strong or not, and they want to share those now or in the group chat of excursions that they might want to do, we can talk about that, and we might be able to get more people on board with doing a specific excursion. So this is Puerto Plata, and this is Bimini Beach. These are, again, all the shore things. I didn't link them separately. So if you go to shore things, it'll show you the shore excursions that Virgin Voyages offers with the description and the cost for each of these things. Again, we don't have to talk about it here. It's something we could talk about in the group chat. I do know there were a couple people who were interested in excursions, but I don't know if we want to have that conversation here or in the group chat.
I just had a question, not necessarily about excursions, but I'm down for whatever, more adventurous, some rum tasting, whatever. But specifically at the beach club, I know you said that for cruise numbers, we're afforded like eating and things. Does that carry over? Can we use our bar tabs at the beach club as well, or is that separate?
I'll have to defer to Janice if you know that question off the top of your head. If not, I can find out the answer.
You were breaking up a little bit, Anita, but did you say if you can use your bar tab at the beach club?
That's correct. Yes. I'm sorry. I'm in the sticks right now. But yes, that's what I said.
Oh yeah, no problem. Yes, you definitely. Your bar tab
Okay.
works at the beach club. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yep.
But just to throw it out there, I'll start it. I was looking at some of the zip lining over the water. I think that was cool. I think it was a rum tasting that I was interested in. Some of the food excursions. So yeah, I'm down for whatever. I definitely would rather experience it with a group than solo. So whatever the group is cool with, I'm down for.
Yeah, I'm all for the zip line, and not the zip line monkey bars one, but like you said, the waterfall one.
I'm kind of wanting to do a waterfall and lunch, but definitely a waterfall.
Okay, when I do the wrap up email tomorrow or the day after and send out, this recording, I will put those options in there. I can add it on ahead of time, or people can add it on individually. But I'll also try to find a less expensive option on Viator or Get Your Guide as well. That's comparable, especially if it's going to save us $50. So we said zip line and waterfall and a food excursion and rum tasting. I'll look into all of those. Thank you.
So the one I think everyone is referring to comes with, like, I think it was ATVs or a hike or something like that. Specifically, I was referring to the one that you zip line over the beach or over like it's an actual body of water. But either one is cool with me. I just want you to know that there are two different ones.
Yeah, I don't want the other one. That's the one, the other second one. I want the one over the waterfall too. That's the one I was talking about. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for clarifying. I'll add those and then I'll give a deadline for people who want me to add that on. But I'm down for that too. I would rather do an adventure activity or an eating activity than rum tasting, Anita, personally, because I can't drink the same. And you're not drinking rum either. You said you're drinking champagne.
You're right. You're right. When I said it, I was like, should not drink it. But I would possibly. I drink a lot. Yes, I would. I've been had liquor over years, so my tolerance is like that. So, but yes,
And
definitely
Nita,
the eating or something adventurous.
to be honest, is the tasting really drinking? I feel like we can all, it's like, they might even have the little spittoons there that you just gargle, swirl it around, spit it out. All the champagne. They might even have a champagne flavored rum. Let's be open here, ladies. Let's be open. I'm sorry, y'all
Wow,
don't care. We
champagne
do whatever.
flavored
Have a good
rum.
time.
I love it.
Christina, we gotta watch out. We gotta watch you.
Yes,
I just try to
exactly.
make
Thinking the
sure,
same
I feel like
thing.
there's always a compromise. We can all get what we want.
Christina's trouble. Christina's trouble.
Yes, you can
Right.
see that right away.
Y'all are hilarious. Well, thank you. Okay, awesome. Yay. All right. Sorry I didn't get that information sooner. I feel like I've been saying next week for a month and a half, Anita. But thank you for leading the charge. All right, here is some of you might have gotten this in the mail already, or something similar. But here is another suggested packing list. The one that I sent in the mail is not specific for cruises, as you might have assumed, but this one is. So, and this is specific for our brown, black womanly preferences. So, just suggested things, but also make sure that you pack accordingly for yourself. Virgin specifically suggests that if you are bringing any medicines, pain relievers, allergy meds, prescriptions, that they are in the original bottles. I don't know how strict they are about that. For those of you who have already gotten your pre-trip mailer package, there was like a little motion sickness patch in there. If you are going to be using that, make sure to put it on ahead of time, maybe even a day ahead of time. It is, I think, good for like 90 hours. But yeah, you can't just put it on when you get to the ship. It got to like kick in. And then, again, these are all just suggestions, but of course, definitely try to bring Melissa's wide brim hat, Sugar's wide brim hat. Of course, we all need sunglasses. I mean, it's a cruise, so be as fancy as you want to be for maybe like the dance parties and bigger activities. But then, like during the day, it's chill vibes, like beachwear. I think Carmen's going to be the prettiest person on this trip. I'll try to follow in your lead, and with plenty of bathing suit options as well. Yes, so you can review this at your leisure. If I have time, I will share some links. I'll make some of these live links just in case you want to know what I personally am buying, if you care. But I also just trust your judgment. Hopefully, we own a lot of this stuff naturally. And then last but not least, and everybody is in the group chat, so I have seen you there, but just in case you need to re-add it, there is a group shared photo album. I started off by thinking like I should bring a a photographer, a professional photographer on these trips, and then I realized that, well, the people who come on the trips have to pay for that, and we take pretty good pictures ourselves. So we're just going to save ourselves the hassle of paying for that and just share the wealth. And, if he snaps a picture of me, I get to take that home. If I snap a picture of Christina, she gets to take that home, and we're all each other's personal photographers. Y'all probably all have my personal number, but I also have a business number. And so I will be communicating in the group chat. Try not to text me if you can help it. I would prefer all communication, like just be in WhatsApp, just like for tracking purposes, because I'm going to try to turn off and not check my personal phone and text messages that much. And then preferably if you do need to communicate with me before the trip. I know that I have a booking platform called We Travel, as you know, because that's how you've been paying all your monies, or not for the cruise, you've been paying Virgin, but for those of you who've traveled with lesbian friends before, that's how you pay, and that's how I typically disseminate information, because Yahoo blocks me for whatever reason. Anyway, so all of my emails should go through from a We Travel email address or my personal professional email address, hello@lesbianfriendstravel. So preferably before the trip, I will respond to your email before I respond to your text message. So if you could email me so we could both have that chain of communication, that would be preferable before the trip. But on the trip, let's try to keep it on WhatsApp because we'll have that included Wi-Fi. And that is it for the presentation share. Would anybody maybe we can just round things off with well, definitely if there are any questions, please ask. And I know,
A quick question in the chat a couple of pages ago.
sorry, Christina, I did see
Oh,
that.
no, it's okay. It's okay. No worries. No worries.
I feel like you should put your spin on this. Yes.
Have no spin to put. I just wanted to make sure because it's a very different. Metallics and neons are very different. And I just want to make sure, thematically speaking, I
What are
have the
we
right option.
thinking? There are metallic neons though.
There are, but that's what I'm trying to understand the range of this, like, right? You know what I'm saying? Because there are metallic neons. I love a good metallic, and if we already have a 90s, I feel like I can go metallic on my 90s and 2000s look. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all see I love a
What
good
are
thing.
we feeling, group?
I feel like Christine about to act up on these themes, and I'm just not
Right,
sure what to do with
Amber.
that
I'm
right
just trying to
now.
get clarity for all of us so we can be thematically aligned.
Because I mean,
Amber,
I'm not
that's
about no
exactly what I
metallics.
was thinking. I'm like, Christina is.
Listen, what y'all need to be worried about, don't let little sweet Anita undercover in this car. She done already told us she only drinking bubbly but want to go to the
Wait a
rum
minute.
tasting.
We
So
already know Anita.
don't judge
Anita,
me.
That ain't the reason we need to be worried about Anita. It's her miscellaneous travel packages.
Right, exactly. Miscellaneous travel packing, items, rum tastings with champagne rum. See,
listen,
it's me. And then
Anita,
don't let
what
Sandy
about
fool you
this?
because Sandy already told us she not drinking, but at the same time, she was waiting for somebody to say what Anita said. So really, this is a lot of deflection going on. And Sugar, listen, her nickname is Sugar, so you know she's sweet. So come on now. This can't
Christina,
be me.
all
This
I'm
can't
saying
be a
is,
me thing.
all I'm saying is, I don't need alcohol for
And
what I
listen,
do.
and don't
Oh
let
my
Carmen fly
goodness.
by because Carmen was the only one who was trying to book a tattoo appointment before the trip started. So
You
like
best
we
believe it.
all
No, I sure was. I have several of them. I love tattoos, and I try to
see
get them every time
exactly.
I
So
travel.
I think on the
Yep.
scale of things, I'm like a level 1. Y'all are like 2 through 10.
down the list and just called everybody out. We definitely got to watch out for you because you was
Right.
remembering or you wrote
Exactly.
it
She did,
down or
didn't she?
You
something.
know,
She
she's
did.
taking notes, right, Anita? She's taking notes
Right.
on
I'm
everybody.
And
nervous. I'm nervous.
this
I'm
is
nervous.
you.
The
This is
one
you
that's got
sober,
notes
right?
on
What's in that
everybody.
cup? Like, what you got in that cup? I just
Yes,
seen.
I promise. I'm no bone collector. I promise. I promise.
Hey, Carmen, where are you from? Carmen?
I live in Chesapeake.
Okay.
DC's my home, though. I was born and raised in DC, but I live in Chesapeake.
I got a great tattoo shop in Bowie, so that's why I was asking.
Oh, okay.
All girls, all girls. So
Oh, really?
Ooh.
I might
yeah,
have to come out there just to get a
See,
tattoo
Carmen,
then.
I'm gonna get
Carmen
a
will travel
tattoo.
for a good tattoo. I can already
I
tell.
sure
Carmen will
Are you
will.
talking
I
travel.
about? Are you
sure
talking
will.
about Pretty in Ink? You
pretty
talking about
in it.
Pretty in
Who
Ink?
said that?
Yeah, Pretty in Ink. Yeah, I know. I know.
Yes,
You
all my,
know who said it? Anita. You
yeah,
know.
I'm hanging
all
up.
You
I'm
my,
know.
hanging up. I'm hanging up. I'm hanging up.
all my come from Pretty in Ink. Yes, yes,
Hey,
that's where.
Y'all
Lisa.
are hilarious, but back to Christina's question.
Thank
So
you.
I can actually get a glass of wine. I love y'all, but it's been a day. So I put in the chat day 4 so we can clear up this metallics versus neon versus glow in the dark. Let's just mix one or two so we're all on the same page. What are we feeling, group?
I vote metallic.
I was kind of leaning for metallic as well, but I don't have anything metallic. I'm just saying.
I'm good for both metallic and then I'm not getting my tattoo on day 4. I'm getting my tattoo the last day because I need to be able to do everything that I want to do without being hindered because I got a new tattoo. So
That's
my
true.
tattoo is happening the last day.
Yes, ma'am.
Smart.
Yeah.
All right, we're just gonna go with
Is
metallic.
this outfit for the day or night dinner?
I'm thinking this is Circus Disco Takeover.
Most of the themes are evening themes, aren't they?
Okay.
Yes, you don't need a theme in a day unless you want to, unless you want.
Well, usually on our trips, Lisa, are we going to wear our shirts so we can take a picture with the Lesbi Friends shirts? Does everybody have a shirt?
Everybody will have a shirt.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and yes, we'll do that one of the days, but that can be a daytime thing.
Okay.
Um, I'll share that when we get on the ship. The day. All right, is everybody fine? I'm taking out glow in the dark for confusion and neon. All right, but wear what you want. But I appreciate you clarifying for, um,
Thank you for indulging
of
my
course.
question.
I'm
And
a big
then
girl. I'm gonna walk around there looking like a roll of aluminum foil. I don't know.
I don't know, me either, because I'm not a metallic person. I can't. I mean, I'm a neon person. I got tons of neon, but
I've
metallic,
never
I
worn
don't
neon
know what to wear for
glow in the
metallic. I
dark.
have nothing metallic.
But
Yeah, me.
listen, think about it. Foil makes it hot, hot.
Mm.
Come on now, steamy.
No,
Christina, don't even go
no,
there.
friend. No,
Carmen,
Don't
ma'am.
even go
Carmen, we'll both just wrap ourselves in aluminum foil and call it a day.
Carmen is not putting herself in no aluminum foil. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm the type of person who would try anything, and I will not put myself in no aluminum foil on a
Look,
hot day. It's just not. I'm not baking myself.
not
I'm
on
not
no
doing it.
cruise, right?
No.
But ladies, don't sleep on rose gold. Rose gold look good on brown skin, and all of y'all are gonna look good in rose gold. So I'm just saying there are some metallics out there that make us look, less aluminum-y.
Amber's face. Look at Amber's face.
No, ma'am. Mm-mm.
all right,
Okay.
all of them in.
Okay. I'm with no. No, Christina.
No, ma'am.
I think we have more options with neon than we have with metallic. Let me
Okay,
just
well
say
listen,
that.
I will go with I just want us to clarify. I look good in any of it. So hey, pick away,
Okay.
pick away. No
We
worries.
will continue this discussion in the group chat. Thank you for the suggestion about benign, Janice, in the group chat. Instead of using a patch. Also there's also a wristband option too.
Do those really work though?
I don't know.
But the wristbands work. Remember when we went to Spain? Because I have vertigo, and Lisa suggested the wristbands. They work. I had no problems.
Oh, good.
I had a wristband and a patch. I was just too excited, so it didn't matter. I think I had like a little headache, but that was it. Like I was still ready to roll, but I had both
I,
just in
I
case.
can't do no patch. That's for sure. 'Cause that means medication is something seeping into my system, and I got a nice pure system, so I'm not doing that.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh.
Amber, I'm gonna mute you
I
all.
mean, free from drugs is what I meant.
I I understood.
That's so cute.
All right, guys. Not that we haven't gotten personal enough, but let's get a little bit more personal with our connection and community wrap up. So the last two icebreakers are what's one thing you're hoping to walk away with from the trip? For example, new friendship, rest, good stories. And then, if lesbian friends travel, planned a reunion trip next year, where would you want to go? Start thinking about this because um, on the cruise, as some of you might know from cruising in the past, sometimes cruise carriers offer incentives if you book a cruise while you're on a cruise. And my hope is that our this will be an annual Lesbi Friends thing to cruise with Virgin. And so they typically give a pretty good discount or a pretty good bonus. Janice mentioned before all this extra sailor loot that she had. That could have been from booking a cruise on a cruise. So Virgin goes everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but they go to places in Europe, they go to places in Australia. If you don't have something off the top of your head right now, that's okay. You can just
Grenada.
Grenada.
Hmm.
Okay, Grenada, that's a good option. Okay. All right, Carmen, kick us off with the answers to these last two icebreakers.
Uh, okay, let me see. Let me bring. What's the one thing hoping to walk away with from this trip? So, I'm always down for meeting new people and new friends, and hopefully people that we can do other things with. I mean, everybody's all over the place, but Carmen travels, so don't nobody tell me. And yes, to Costa Rica too. Carmen will travel. Yeah, so I like meeting people so that I can go somewhere else and hang out so that's my biggest thing. I definitely am looking forward to meeting new people on there so that I can travel and visit. So hopefully. And if Let's We Travel plan a reunion trip next year, where would you want to go? So, I mean, I've been everywhere, so I'll go anywhere. It really doesn't really matter to me. I like to travel. I travel for work mostly, but I like to travel, so it really doesn't matter to me. I like the what was the mountain trip that we went on? I think because that's annually, isn't it? That Lesbian Friend does it. Yeah, so I like that. That was great. The freaking cabin was amazing, and the person you had cooked the food was amazing. So I like that annual one. If I like this cruise, I would definitely book. 'Cause this is my first one. I would definitely book a cruise again, especially if they're gonna give a discount. I will probably book a cruise while I'm on there. So, okay, yeah, I've heard enough of me talking. So,
Thanks, Carmen.
Um, I'll go next. The one thing I'm hoping to walk away with, actually, I've got a lot of it in this call, just meeting, like-minded women, having a good time. Um, and actually, I met one of the other young ladies on WhatsApp. She lives in Florida, and I went down to visit my son and my grandchildren, and we actually met up and had lunch. So that was it's just like really cool. So just meet like-minded women, like you said, Carmen, people that you can call up and say, hey, let's do this, let's do that. Um, a reunion trip, I'm open. Nothing really on my head of where, but I'm pretty open for whatever comes up.
Thank you, Candy.
Well, I'll go next. I'll say that I'm interested in meeting all you guys and hanging out. So meeting new people and um, I'm not gonna say get some rest, but some good stories, I guess. Some laughs. And if they do offer a reunion next year, I'll see where they're willing to go. They had one going to St. Lucia, I think, before. I was interested in going there.
Thank you.
You
Great
are.
answer.
I guess I'll go next. Same. I'm looking forward to meeting all you guys, connecting, relaxing. just and hopefully building a foundation of, traveling with women of color. I love what you're doing here, Lisa. So finally, I'm glad I get the opportunity to travel with your group. I think I've done one other trip with you. This was years ago. I think it was Deep Creek or something like that. That's where you first started out. So I'm looking forward to that. Something I guess that's somewhere I'm looking forward to going to a place that I'm looking forward to go to. If you do a reunion trip, you're actually already doing it, which is Greece. So I'm trying to make that happen. I'm trying to join you guys on that trip as well.
Thank you. We're not going to Greece this year, but that could be maybe for next year. I
Wait a
think
minute. So is that off the plan? Because I thought I saw it on your itinerary.
we could talk about that later.
Gotcha. So Greece. I would
Warming
like to
up
go
the
to Greece.
time, guys. Greece. Thank you. Got it. You're up, Christina.
Hi. Okay. So what I'm hoping to walk away is definitely memories. I love making memories. I have one of those kind of personalities where I feel like even when like crazy stuff happens, it's like a great story for later, right? Like, hey, so I'm absolutely excited about making memories with you ladies. I feel like we've already kind of gotten the ball rolling. I definitely am looking forward to a reunion that involves Antarctica. I only have two continents left, Australia and Antarctica, to hit all seven. So I would love to do Antarctica with you guys, like a polar plunge. Like, how cool would that be, right? So yeah, that's my desire. So yeah, that's for me.
Thank you, Christina. Polar plunge. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go next. I'm looking forward to getting a tan. I know Carmen's gonna avoid the sun, but I will get all of her rays for her, with the safety of sunblock, copious amounts of sunblock. And just being in a bathing suit. I feel like I was not in a bathing suit enough last year. So just looking forward to being in the hot tub. If there's one available, Janice, because you might take them all, and also the pool. And then while I too am waiting for my last two continents, we ain't going to Antarctica or Australia next year. Sorry, Christina. Um, but if we do a cruise again with Virgin, they do have some Mediterranean options that I'm thinking about. I did a Mediterranean cruise at Royal Caribbean several years ago and had a really nice time. But also, I think we're gonna go to Asia a few times next year, so I could meet y'all there too.
All right, my last one.
Hmm.
All right, what's one thing? Sorry, there's a crazy echo. I don't know what's happening. Um, One thing I'm hoping to walk away with, definitely new friends. I can't wait to meet all of you in person. Um, that's really what I'm looking forward to. I hope we have some good laughs. No, I was about to curse. Be professional. Great laughs. Okay, great, amazing laughs. I hope everyone takes that time you need, really enjoy the water, whatever you need. I hope you get on this vacation, on this trip, okay? Or this rest, reset. I truly hope you get that. But yes, I can't wait to meet all of you. Have a toast, some champagne, a mocktail, whatever. I would love that. And I have dinner with you all and whatever excursion I'm down. I like to do like cooking classes and stuff like that, or more cultural, but zip lining over the water sounds very scary. I'm a little scared of heights, but I have zip lined before, so it could be a challenge. But yeah, I'll keep you posted on that. But yes, I hope we all have, no, we will all have an amazing time together, and I really hope you all enjoy it. Happy to be traveling with you.
All right, y'all. Any last questions for our trip kickoff? Well, feel free to share in the group chat. I'm that person who gets started packing early. So if you are in the same vein, feel free to share some of the things you're packing or that picture of your packed suitcase so everybody else can get geared up to also, start the packing brigade. I will send an email hopefully by tomorrow evening just as a wrap up with some of the things we talked about and the recap so you can rewatch this. This might be the longest trip kickoff ever, and I've had like 30 people on at once, but it's been great. That just means like all of us are like connecting and feel very comfortable with each other. I've laughed so many times and just felt amazing during this call. So thank you guys for being you. Like Sandy said, I feel like I handpicked everybody, but also you guys picked it and to be here. So thank you guys for taking this ride with me and Janice. We're gonna have a great time. And this will be hopefully the first of many of this group traveling together and connecting.
Wait, did y'all talk about Scarlet Night? What are y'all wearing? I need some outfit inspiration. And I hope we all can get like definitely a group photo or something. We gotta be, I don't know if y'all going for fly, sexy. What's the
All right,
vibe?
share. This will be our last thing. Share the vibe of Scarlet Night so we understand.
I mean, so Scarlet Night is basically the biggest night. You know, the whole boat is basically part of the boat is shut down. I mean, they want everybody on like, by the pool. But, it can basically the goal is just to get lively, dress up in your red. Some people get really fancy, and then, others have fun with it. So I just want to see, what y'all might be thinking. I feel like I want to get a little sexy, at least try, you know what I mean, to show off a little bit. But, y'all let me
Well,
Okay, friend.
I hate shopping worse than anything in the world. So
I'm online right now.
yeah, I actually went on Amazon, saw a nice red jumper, and that was it. It fits. That's it. So it's a little dressier, um, red with like a little crane on the back. It sounds more dressy than it looks.
Yes,
Like
it sounds.
it's one shoulder.
Oh, okay. I mean, I was gonna be more casual than that, but I mean, hey, hey, go for it.
Listen, I work all day. I got 2 jobs. I got to dress up somewhere.
Yes, I'm with you. That's what I'm
Any
saying. But that's the
reason to
point of
dress
the
up.
night,
Any reason to dress up. That's right.
Hey,
It's gonna be on. It's gonna be some
that,
Yes,
shorts with
yes.
heels. Whatever it is, it's gonna have heels. It's gonna be sexy. So
that part. That part.
Okay.
All right, I was thinking of wearing this.
oh,
Oh,
okay.
It's like
See?
a pants one thing. I got it at Marshalls or TJ Maxx. It's probably from the junior section, so it didn't cost much. It's stretchy and forgiving, and we don't know what things are going to be looking like. But I'm gonna be comfortable, but a little bit elevated, and not wearing Carmen's heels because my feet are not made for that.
well,
See me, you in the bed? What are you doing?
I've already began preparing for the trip, so I'm actually about to get an IV and a
Oh my
facial. This is
God.
my esthetician. Jenny.
Lord have
So I'm
mercy.
already ready
Help
because I
me.
got to get my hydration levels up because I'm gonna be drinking so much I don't get dehydrated. So yes, I'm about
Never
to get
mind
an
there.
IV and I got what?
Why y'all let me ask that question?
I mean, Anita's been in the eating in her
Right,
car and
Anita
is
opened the door
now
with
her
the catfish
backyard.
nuggets.
right?
Anita
Well,
outside
It's
chilling right now. Look like she outside on the
in
porch
my
enjoying the
defense, the call
sunset.
went over an hour, so I totally thought my facial appointment
I'm
I
gonna stop
needed
taking
not enter.
straight. I'm really going.
Yeah.
I am going to.
You are gonna get a better phone connection. That's
No, you're breaking up bad.
we can't hear you, Anita.
I'm gonna stop taking straight. Anita minding her business. I am not taking
No.
me. I'm not trying to take. I'm saying I keep.
Anita, it's because I'm hangry. It's not your fault. It was the food. It was the food. I'm
It's all good.
sorry. I
But
acknowledge
it was
that.
good. It was good. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I'm in the sticks of Upper.
Mine is the one
I'm
show
in
that
the
jumps
sticks of
this
Upper
way.
Marlboro, Maryland. I had to go.
Get on Verizon, Anita. I'm not gonna see my people. But we'll be able to hear you better in the group chat. And on that
Breaking up.
note, drop your pics of the Scarlet Night in the group chat. Christina, enjoy your facial IV.
So and
Everybody
an
else
IV,
keep
separate things, y'all. Look, y'all better get an IV if so you don't get dehydrated, because that's the IV lady right there. See, she's doing an IV.
I
Hi.
can't. I can't.
Mhm.
Gosh.
All right, y'all.
Have fun, everyone. Have a good night.
Ladies, I look forward to meeting all of you and having a great time.
Bye.
See y'all
Bye,
later.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Look at
Thank
her.
you, guys. Oh my gosh.
Christine, I tell you.
Good night, Carmen. Bye,
Good night.
Anita.